Hi, and welcome to the second of our Lantern Conversations. And today I'm joined by Dave Kirkland. So I shall go over to Dave and let him introduce himself.
Hi, I'm David. I work as the administrator of the Lantern Arts Centre. And if you've ever phoned up the Lantern Arts Centre or dropped us an email, you would have had contact with me, whether you realised it or not. And currently, because of the current situation, I'm furloughed from the Arts Centre, and I think we're going to discuss how that is a little bit later. But yeah, so that's me.
Yeah, so it's lovely to see you, Dave, because let's say we're in adjoining offices, and I don't know about you, but actually the actual physical distancing of not seeing each other and seeing the sort of group of people we work with is actually really hard, isn't it? It feels kind of lonely without everyone around and the noise.
Yeah. So the noise and the joy and just the madness at times of the Lantern Arts Centre, but the regular routines as well. I miss it all. I miss it all. And yeah, looking forward to being able to go back and get back some of the normality that I've had for the last few years.
Yeah, yeah. Think it'll definitely have to be donut day when we get back.
Yes, definitely a donut day. That's going without saying, I think. And Steve, I'm sure, will sort that out for us.
I'm sure he will. So yeah, could you explain a little bit about what it's felt like for you to be furloughed? Because yesterday we were talking to Angela, and Angela's a key worker in education, and you're now somebody who actually is very key to the survival of the Lantern Centre, and does an amazing important role, but something that is quite difficult to achieve from home. So the decision was made to furlough. And how is that? How did that feel initially, and how does it feel now? We've been doing a few, sort of a month now.
I think initially it was a bit of a bit of a knock, I think. I was quite keen, I still am quite keen that the Arts Centre should maintain as much normality as possible throughout this period. I mean, obviously, we've had to shut all of our regular activities, we've had to cancel shows, and we've had to close the office. And in the midst of that, I was keen that myself and Steve and Amy would be able to maintain some activity within the Arts Centre. But for a variety of reasons, the decision was taken to furlough me, which means that I'm not able to continue the role that I've been doing for a number of years during this period of time. And yeah, I found it a little bit hard because there was plans I'd had of things I wanted to do, hoped to do whilst the Arts Centre was dark, effectively. But also because I enjoy a bit of regular routine. I like to know what's going on in my days. And to have that pulled away, it was literally pulled away from under my feet a little bit, did unsettle me, did leave me a little bit rudderless, I think, for a few days. And it took me a while to actually acclimatise myself to this new normality that people are talking about. But yeah, as much as I miss it, I'm a bit more. I'm not as rudderless and directionless as I was, I think. But I'm still very much looking forward to getting back.
Yeah. I think that is it, isn't it? It's like you say, you become almost adrift, don't you? You're rudderless for a while, of not knowing what to do, how to fill your time. Actually, even what is your purpose? And I don't know about you, but I think a lot of people have felt a little bit unneeded, and nobody likes to feel unneeded. Like you say, it's something you have in your heart. You work for a charity, so you want to be there for them, you want to do things, you have plans and everything like that, and then suddenly to not be needed in that sense, yeah, it creates that void, doesn't it, of not knowing who am I now, you know, and how do I offer what I had been offering, you know, in different ways. Yeah. So what kind of so you've spoken about now feeling a little bit better in terms of sort of getting a bit more routine and structure. So could you tell us a bit about the things that you are doing now that that still seem to involve the arts in some way, which I think is fantastic. So explain a little bit about those.
Well, it took me a few weeks, but I realised, you know, I had all this time that I didn't have previously, and so I thought I needed to utilise it better. So I've been reading a lot. So people who know me well will know that I enjoy reading, and I've been watching films, watching TV, but I was a little bit conscious that I could be doing more with my time. So I went on Facebook towards the end of last week and just challenged people to challenge me to learn new things, learn new skills, do things that would maybe push me a little bit. So I got all manner of responses. So one friend I went to school with challenged me to listen to an album from someone I'd not heard of before. So I'm listening to a lot of music that I wouldn't necessarily have ever chosen to listen to. Someone who goes to the Arts Centre, Harriet Lena Auden, challenged me to read the complete works of Shakespeare. So I've started doing that. So on Monday I read The Tempest. I read Twelfth Night yesterday. And I'm hoping to get
Yeah,
into King Lear today.
yeah, well, you see, now this is it. You see, you know, you could get round the sonnets by allowing yourself to listen to Patrick Stewart, because Patrick Stewart, the actor, has been reading a sonnet a day on Facebook. So, so there you go. You might be able to sort of worm your way around the sonnets by doing something like that.
Well, I'm hoping to get through the plays and then go into the poems maybe further down the line. But so they're bigger challenges that I've had. But I've had other things like people have challenged me to learn to play a tune on the spoons. People have challenged me to learn a Bollywood routine. So these are things that I wouldn't necessarily normally do, and I will hopefully be producing videos of me doing these things in the next days and weeks. So watch my Facebook account for these things.
Yeah, that's brilliant, and that's, yeah, we'll try and share them. I'm kind of hoping that you'll learn these Bollywood dance and this play the spoons. And Amy, when Amy watches this, she's going to be going, "Oh, Christmas celebration! We're going to have, rather than have Dave stuck behind the desk doing the bookings, I think we may have him on stage doing doing something."
Well, I'm not sure that people want that necessarily. I can force it upon them through social media, but whether they would choose to pay for these things remains to be seen, I think.
No, that's really good. That's really good. And yeah, and saying, talking about the reading, you and I and quite a few others participate in the Lantern Arts reading challenge, don't we? And so we're challenging ourselves again to read 97, is it 97 books? 96. 96. I always make it one more than I need to. I think just to frighten myself. So yeah, I think I'm currently on number 26. I don't know. I think you're same as me, aren't you?
Yeah, I'm a few behind in terms of books actually logged onto the Lantern Reading Challenge. I think I'm on 22, 23.
Yeah.
But I'm about 38 books and plays read so far.
That's brilliant.
So I do log everything onto the challenge. So
yeah.
With my Shakespeare, I'll probably hit 40 by the end of the week.
That's right. Yeah. I think what's interesting, I was looking back at my posts from last year about them, and I'm 10 books ahead already than I was this time last year. And I managed to sort of clear just over 70 books last year. So I never know. I might actually make the challenge. I might actually, do the same as Angela this year. But yeah, I was surprised then how much time, that extra time that I've had to perhaps read where I would be doing checking on an email or something like that. I've actually picked my book up instead and thought, actually put the computer down for 5 minutes and do something else. And that's not family orientated. So I'm in a household of 6. How many are in your household?
I've got 3.
Three.
One teenager who has become very sedentary over the past few weeks.
Yeah.
And my wife's a teacher, so just like Angela was saying yesterday, she's still going into school. Not every day, but the school still is open for children of key workers, so she's going to do that. And when she isn't actually in school, she's at home planning lessons, putting teaching material online, and contacting parents and children just to see how they are throughout the lockdown as well.